on, Rocky. Rocky. Move it. Move it. There we go. Electronic harassment. Torture the dogs. You have people who pretty much I don't know what they were doing for sure, but they had something to do with animals, and there are dogs that get tortured through electronic harassment. That's what I need. Something just like that. Ugh. Hey, what happened to that flashlight?
Where's Jasmine at?
Attack the bottom lip. I don't know where she. I thought she was with you.
Jasmine.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Attack the bottom lip. Attack the bottom lip. Electronic harassment. Pain in the middle. So what I use is shea butter for my lips to help treat it. Attack the right knee. People talk to me who I don't know, arguing with me about my family, my foster mom, and how they did all this crazy stuff to us. Yet and still they trying to keep us apart. You know, it's like that was the root of this whole chaos demonstration. You know, it was like an inside job. Some people that pretty much came in, and they're pretty much were demons, devil worshippers, sellouts, people who were willing to do, you know, anything like for free, attack the stomach, to torture people, whether it's through their lives, through health care. You know, that's the primary thing, your health. You know, asthma. When I was 12 years old, I got so sick to where my foster mom and my grandmother, they couldn't pick me up. And it was around the time certain artists who lived around us, who we didn't really know like that or whatnot, they hacked into our life. They abused us, they tortured us. They were talking about Nia Long, was Tamiko when we were growing up. And she pretty much used devices on me and my cousin Brandon to have us do nasty things as little kids. We're going downstairs in the basement, playing around or whatnot. Next thing I know, we just ended up in another room. You know, weird thing happened. You know, as a child, as a kid, I was over his mother's house or whatnot, and at my auntie Binky house. And the movie Love Jones came out around the time, and they pretty much demonstrated to me through this technology how Nia Long pretty much faked her look and who she was, and she didn't really make any money from. Well, anyway, get to the point. She sold out, sold her soul to the devil, pretty much. You know, the Illuminati or the fake anomaly. I don't know what it is, but so she used the devices on me, still stalking me through human trafficking. And human traffickers, what they do is they trap people and their families. They hack into their life, and they try to control it, and they try to keep their family and everybody apart. And one of the things I'm guessing they sacrifice, or I'm not sure exactly what they call it, when they do something nasty to kids. And people who do nasty to kids, child molesters, and some people who work with dogs or foster kids, whatever you want to call it, abuse and torture the people, the victims, the children, the babies. And I think it's really, really sick for somebody to do something like that to me as a kid. Like, that made me sick to my stomach. Just hearing about it, and not just hearing about it, but like realizing how over the years she still was trying to get me to, I don't know, like her or something like that. And I felt the vices around me at the time. I've seen her a few times, but I never said anything to her. She never said anything to me, whether it was her or lookalike her, whatever the case may be. And I think it's very sad how people sit up here and they sacrifice their life for nothing, and they waste their time, you know, while everybody else is asleep. You know, they're up, they want to be sneaky. You know, they want to pull the strings, do demonic things. And it seemed like that's the only thing they could do, and that's the only thing they did. And a lot of people was doing it for free. You know, they was willing to do whatever evil or whatever they want to do to live in this fake world, because it's like, it's not real. You know, anybody can put a movie, a film, or whatever together and call it whatever you want. You know, some of these technologies and software is not available to everybody. For example, they have software where you can go on YouTube and you can pretty much build up a whole bunch of comments or accounts and say a lot of crazy stuff. But it seems like lately people, they've been revealing things with all these different accounts and names under certain I don't know what to call these people, because they call it Hollywood now. Well, I thought it was Hollywood, but I guess it never was. I'm not sure. But it's real out here, and I'm not even going to sit down. Yeah, I'm right here in the bathroom. So right now, what we want to do is get these demons out of my life and out of my family life as well. I believe we did a good job as a family because we stuck together. You know, we loved each other. We was there for each other. And we was always ambitious. We was into each other. It wasn't like no hate and no anger or nothing like that. But when it comes to electronic harassment and the people who were surrounding us and with their rituals, for example, I stayed on Penn Street in Inkster off Inkster Road as a kid. And I stayed on the corner of Penn Street. And they're pretty much saying Beyonce and her mother Tina, which all added up was the people who stayed across the street from us. And then how somebody tried to set me up around the corner, no, down the street, with this guy who's like 10 times older than me and bigger than me. And me, my cousin, and my sister, we was over at their house. We was just hanging out and kicking it in their basement, playing with their computer. And he like grabbed me. He was like, come here. I think I had been about 11 or 12 years old. He said, grab me. He said, come here. And he put tissue on his private area. He tried to do me in. He tried to rape me, basically. And he couldn't. We jumped out the window. My cousin, he walked in and he said something. And after that, we went home. I ended up getting on punishment. And I had ran into Janine in my locker on the left-hand side. And she pretty much, I told her how I got on punishment for doing it to a boy. That's what I said to her or whatnot. And then I had got a whooping for saying watch her chow down, and she was like, yeah, that's good. You know, examples like that, electronic harassment, how these people sold out and they're human traffickers. They follow people, they harass them with devices, they try to control their life. It's like they some type of different species, because I never heard of any type of peoples like this, you know. And basically, we just trying to get them out. Basically, we just want them gone out of our life and to confess and quit playing around or whatever the case may be. So I'm just going to keep the camera rolling and keep recording every time I go outside or whether I'm inside. Electronic harassment, irregular heart beating, shakiness. Electronic harassment. At the age of 18 years old, I grew a string of hair right here on my chin. And I asked my sister, I'm like, how did I get this hair right here? I'm like, how do you get rid of it? She's like, oh, I got one too. So it just threw me off, and I ain't think like nothing after that. I was just like, whatever. I'm 18 years old, and I'm like, what the heck is this or whatnot? So over the years, this hair, it just been growing out, and it's been what, 10, 11 years. It's been 11 years, and it has grown thicker to the point where it's difficult for me to pull it out. Like, the person or peoples or whoever these human traffickers are, because I really don't know these people, using these devices on my body and private area and my chin hair, wanted me to be a boy so bad because they believe in same sex and all those different things that I'm not a part of. They've been using these devices for years to grow this hair on my chin, getting them out. They got to go, be gone. They're very thicker. They're a whole lot thicker. Irregular heartbeat, attack the throat. Now, electronic harassment through my hair. Let me show you real quick. So electronic harassment in my hair, I just cut it. And what happens is they burn like the back of my hair. They burn it. Burn all of this. So I had to cut it off pretty much. And what they did is, they use a device, they burn in my hair, and it pretty much bringing like big clocks in it. Like gigantic clocks, to where when I get ready to comb my hair, it makes it cloggy. So it'd be like, they call it tangles. I call it clogs, because it's pretty much like clogs of hair ball inside your hair, pretty much, and it sticks there. And when you start to comb it, it pretty much become your hair. It's like dreaded hair, like your hair is dreading, pretty much. And so while they burn it, it's pretty much turned into a different hair. Like, you know, you burn some hair, how it turn, pretty much that's just what it is. So I put it in these single braids right here to work it out, you know. So I cut it, we finish braiding. When I get to it, it takes a lot of time. Back in 2010, my hair grew out nice, long, and thick. You know, I was getting it there, you know, even though I was still going through the harassment. I was getting attacked at the stomach at the most, 2010. And pretty much my hair was fine, it was straight then. You know, I was wearing the single braids like this. Got nice, long, thick. And then that following year, some like odd hypnosis type of situation, cut my hair off. The hair got nice and long. And this girl who stayed at the shelter, she braided it, whatever the case may be. So that's what it is. But I'm good. Electronic harassment. These people who follow and stalk me, they need to quit following me and quit stalking me and get the fuck on. Plain and simple. Get the fuck on. They broke, they homeless, they ain't got no money, so it's like, what the fuck is you doing? You don't do that. I'm reading all the license plate numbers. They all reading the same. They all start with a C or a J or a B. Every last one. Human trafficking. So another thing they do is my hair. Like I was saying, like it gets into these really big clogs. And this is pretty much what I have to comb after my hair gets burnt. That's a clog right here. All through here. This one right here, this is definitely a clog. And this is within the braiding of my hair. It was like right up in here, all the way through here. That's the clog. How can I comb this right here? Burning, electronic harassment, stalkers, human traffickers, and demons. That's what they are, demons. These are not human beings. Like this some whole other shit. Like this some men in black type stuff. Electronic harassment, human trafficking, human traffickers, demons. They need to stop with them messing with kids. Like I think that's what I was about to say. That's what got me the most. Was that these people sell like they souls to mess with kids. Like they ain't had nothing to do. Like it was nothing else for them to do. It was just go mess with some kids and fondle with them and fight with them. Like these people are witches. So this all the hair I had to cut out. Pull all of it out. So here's the rest of the hair. Like combing through all this. Electronic harassment, burning to hair. I feel the back of my hair being burned, and it's starting to come up like all the way up here to the top. Also, the size of my hair. One thing about the electronic harassment was that it didn't really change the my baby hair. My baby hair stayed here, but as you can see, it got the top. And when I first moved to Chicago, I think I was about 18 or 19 years old, and I went to Truman College to get my hair done. This lady, she put my hair in a ponytail, and she stuck a pin in there. And then I was wondering why my hair was hurting real bad. And I thought maybe it was just too tight. So I went and pulled the pin out of my hair, and it was like bloody. Yeah, so I still got a mark in my hair from there. There it is. Yeah, so then with the burning of the hair, it burnt over, they burnt it in here too, like all around here. Like this is a piece of hair missing, right there. It's all natural, it ain't even fake over here. It's electronic harassment. So like along here, with my hair, it got burnt to where like it changed a little bit. And then once I get over here to the side, I can still see the original texture of my hair. And it got burnt over here just a little bit. It's in a car accident, and I had like a mark going over here by my head, by my eye, around here. So right here, this is a burn. Yep. Attack to stomach. Stomach is being attacked at this moment. Waist the ears, that's how we get down. I'm using some Luster's pink spray on my hair. Keep it from getting dry from the burning of the electronic harassment. So sometimes I have to slap a lot of it on my hair to keep it protected from the burns. The back of my scalp. Attack to lips. Electronic harassment, gang stalking, being watched on surveillance and constantly talked to by some people I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know why they talking to me. I don't know why they follow me. I don't know what they want me. I ain't got no money. I barely got a place to stay. What the fuck they follow me for? Human trafficking. Why is they talking to me? Why is they staring at me? Why is they watching me? So when I go outside, I make sure I have a camera and record them watching me. Electronic harassment, voice to ears. I don't get it. I really don't understand the whole situation. I understand that it is human trafficking, but these people follow me and watch me and doing it for free, and they ain't got no money and they on some bullshit. Yes, they are on an investigation, but at the same time, they need to get that on. Be gone. Flat out. Gone. Bye. They talking about they homeless, they ain't got, that's not my problem. Just get out of my life, get out of my business, stay off me, and stay off my family. Stop trying to turn us against each other. Gone. Be gone. Confess your sins and bye-bye. Go to jail. Or hell. Because they obviously, they don't know what the real jail is. Because I sure don't. And I know it ain't the jail we've been looking at on TV. Waste of years. These people harass me about everybody. They harass me about my sister, my brother, my cousin, my friends, all that. Getting up in our conversations and our business and watching us as kids growing up, and it's starting a lot of drama between some of us. Electronic harassment. The hairs go. So I'm going to start off clean, and I'm just going to wear single braids for right now. Because the dreads, that was just a temporary thing. Electronic harassment, these people watching me, talking to me, being in my face, using devices on my body, they need to be gone. They need to be bye-bye, out. On the real. Shake your listen body, waist to chest. On this hair in the garbage, I'm not keeping this. Attack to lip. So one eye is bigger than the other one. My right eye is bigger than the left eye. Attack to neck. Irregular heartbeat. Attacks the stomach, attacks the chest. Vibration in stomach. Eyes red, a little smoky, drinky. Drunk a little bit of beer. I hit a blunt just a couple times. But this is how my eyes are. Just now remember. Because I haven't written down everything about the details of the issues I'm having with electronic harassment. You can look me up, google.com, put in Bernard Gary, and look through my eyes. In 2012, through what these demons were calling a ritual, I was laying down on my bed, and it felt like somebody had lifted me up out the bed, and like my eyes turned a different color. And what I mean by that, it was like, I don't know if it was the light behind me. It could have been a light. I was sitting down in my bed. I was sitting up like I was about to go to sleep. And like, my eyes like moved up. My eyes was closed. Involuntary movement of eyes. Like they be twitching it like that at times. And in 2012, I was sitting down on the bed, like laid back like this. And like my eyes did like that. Then it was like I saw a light, come through. And then I closed my eyes just like that. And then the next day, went on YouTube and somebody showed a video, and they was like on this talk show, and they was talking about how they make your eyes light up, the Illuminati or whatnot. In 2012, what they called this, they've been called a ritual. I don't know too much about, not familiar with demonic rituals and how they do their demonic rituals. I was staying on 4707 Malden, having difficulty with the housing to where they approved my housing to where they didn't. I had to keep going up there back and forth constantly. And even after they approved it, it hadn't been a year since they had already approved it, and they already want me to go back up there again. And they're talking about taking the apartment, and it was just like really weird. And I got into a fight with this girl named Sarah. She stayed in the building. She's very violent. She had problems with other people. She tried to beat on the boyfriend. She tried to beat on, well, he wasn't a boyfriend, but beating up on guys and beating up on females and arguing with people and trying to get with me. We got into a fight in front of the building. I gave her a beer, and she said, "No, you ain't got to give me no beer." I knocked on her door. I said, "No, take this. What you talking about?" Went on about my business. I went downstairs, outside kicking it with the people, so whatever, we drinking our little beers. I got drunk. So me and Ann, we must have walked around the corner. She came around the corner. So me and Ann, we got into it. We was arguing, and then we got around the corner. We was talking shit. But to me, she took it a little more serious, but I took it to heart like love, you know what I mean? Because that's the way how she kicked it. So we walked around the corner. Next thing y'all know, Sarah, she jumped in it. She jumped into the argument or whatever, because I was getting real buck with her, you know what I mean? But we was just, I thought we was just playing, because that's how I took it. You know what I mean? Just talking shit. So, I won our little fiasco that we had. You know what I mean? She wasn't even mad about it. She was just still talking shit or whatever. I won. So Sarah, she got mad, and she started arguing with me. So me and her, we arguing. I told her, I was like, I'm not such and such. You know what I mean? And that's when she got mad and she wanted to fight me or whatnot. So months prior to that, the neighbor asked her who she was. How old she was. She said she was in her late 30s. I mean, like, she older than me. I was inside my room. She was walking past my room saying that while my neighbor said it to her. And she walked past she works for this place called Mercy Housing. It's in Chicago, the northwest side. So she had the internet turned off. She had something to do with it, whatever the case may be. We got into the fight or whatnot. So she jumped into an argument that ain't had nothing to do with her in the first place. So Ann was standing right here on the side of me, and she was standing like right here in front of me. So she must have like swung on me, woo, and she swung on me. They both swung on me at the same time. So I dipped off like we did one of these. Then I turned around just like this, came right back and stood right here in their face. And she was like, "Wow, so you really don't give a fuck or whatever?" Because I was looking like, if y'all want to go some more, come on, let's do it. We on camera. It's the camera right here in front of the building to where everybody see everything going on. So she ran off with Tangy. Well, now they ran around the corner. So Ann, she was sitting right there talking a whole bunch of shit, talking about this her name for the police to hear. She was telling the police who she was or whatnot. So I called I called the police. And while I'm talking to them about what happened, they had already ran around the corner. I'm like, I just want to make a report. They gave me the number. And so they ran around the corner. And she's pretty much was just like, this is who I am. And this is where I stay at. And she pretty much was telling them, like, here I am. Here I go. Y'all come get me. So I told the police, don't worry about it. I just want to make a little report. Y'all ain't got to come here. So then after that, still kicked a little bit more and I went in the crib. So that's what happened with that. She looked at my shoes before we fell out. And another person the next day, they looked at my shoes and they was pretty much saying she wanted to fight me over some shoes. And now they saying she's Nia Long, who is Tamiko, who molested me and my little cousin through electronic harassment for the movie Love Jones. So that was the whole point of all of that. So, but human trafficking, electronic harassment, these people sold their souls for nothing. And they pretty much was an after worth. It don't seem like they was into, I really don't know, besides being evil. But my point is that they did it for nothing. Like, what's the whole point of molesting some kids, having them do some nasty stuff just for you to make a movie or just for you to make some music, or that's your sacrifice or whichever you want to call it? You don't mess with no kids or no adults either. But some kids, nah, it's bold. Yeah. What's up, baby girl? Alright. Electronic harassment, human trafficking, end it all.
What?